pursue your dreams, yeah? So, what is unique about Naik Lori? Alright, because this today is a first of its kind from script to screen. Brand activation done partnership with Alright, let's give a round of applause. That's the first glimpse of so very interesting, very funny at the same time. I'm really curious to see what we're about to watch later on for the 90 minutes preview. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to invite our special person from Iqiyi, of course. Please put your hands together for Dinesh Ratam, the country manager of Malaysia, Singapore and Brunei, to come right here in front of you to deliver a few words.
First of all, Bernard Chong, Marketing Director of Foodpanda, the Universal McCann team, friends from Finas, thanks so much for coming, media friends, really grateful for everyone here, Easy Woo, thanks so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen, and friends, of course. Good afternoon and welcome to the Iqiyi exclusive global launch of Sorry Naik Lori. First of all, I want to express my thanks for everybody who made it out here today. We're really excited for Sorry Naik Lori. It was just a month ago when we launched our first original. This is our second ever original. This is for Iqiyi across Southeast Asia as a whole. And we're really excited about this story. So a little bit of a backstory, just to provide some context as to how the show came about. As we were considering what kinds of productions we wanted to get into at Iqiyi. So this was maybe earlier this year, end of last year. We wanted to get into productions and started thinking, what are the elements of the show that we would want to produce? So we wanted a story that was going to be relatable to all Malaysians in a truly authentic way. Something that's down to earth, something real, something that when you watch it, you'll nod your head and be like, yeah, I can relate to that. The other thing that was really important to us as well was that we wanted something that would highlight the unique cultures of Malaysia across the different states. Something that doesn't necessarily translate itself every single day in every production out there, but to us, Malaysia is really unique. Every state has its own culture, its own nuances, its own food, obviously, which we show a lot in Sorry Naik Lori. And we wanted to ensure that we gave equal representation and I'm really glad to see that Sorry Naik Lori actually captures all of those elements in a way that is lighthearted and funny on the surface. So definitely expect lots of laughs. But also if you look underneath the layers and peel beneath the layers a little bit, you'll actually realize and notice and appreciate all of those different messages that's done and that's come together really beautifully. So, you're going to be hearing, you're going to be watching, you've seen the trailer, you're going to be watching, a little preview of the show today for the first time ever. You're going to hear from, the producer, the director, the cast after that, and they'll obviously talk more about the show. But, essentially, Sorry Naik Lori is really a modern take on, spousal dynamics, so the dynamics between a husband and a wife, the use of social media in everyday lives, and, how it's kind of, taking over a little bit, whether we want to admit it or not, and more importantly, what happens when things go viral. When you go viral, what's the impact it has on the relationship of the people around you? Either in a positive way or sometimes in a way that you weren't expecting. So we're really aiming to showcase the best of Malaysian content, culture, and language to the international audience. We really appreciate South Asia's vision in coming to us with this story, which we loved. We really appreciate, Foodpanda, Universal McCann, for really supporting this vision as well, and being with us all the way, right from, the MC talked about from script to screen. They've been all the way from the script writing phase until where we are today at the global premiere of the show. Really appreciative of that. And what it's come to is really creating a compelling story that is not only light-hearted, but also opens up a whole bunch of discussions about how we want to chase our dreams and what we need to sacrifice in order to achieve it. The other thing I really want to highlight is, one of the goals we've always had is to, help take Malaysian content global. So again, being a global platform across 191 territories, we're really proud to say that, this show is going to be released globally across all of those countries. And we're really proud to be able to put a spotlight on Malaysian content to an international audience. Sorry Naik Lori also marks a really interesting milestone for us as well. This is, the first script-to-screen production that we've done in collaboration with Foodpanda. And I think everybody here knows who Foodpanda is. Obviously a leading food and delivery platform in Southeast Asia. In addition to obviously the great storyline, the uniqueness of it all that I mentioned earlier, this is also the first of its kind brand integration, that kind of weaves the Foodpanda brand through the story in a seamless way. And as mentioned earlier by Fizi, that it's gonna have the Foodpanda brand and all of its service offerings integrated into the show. And one of the lead characters is also a Foodpanda driver as well. So, we definitely look forward to more collaborations like this in the future. We see us, really providing, the best in Asian content to our consumers, but also a platform that that brands can use to sort of reach out to and target a younger millennial audience. So we're really excited about this show for all of those reasons. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm sure you're all excited to see the preview of the show and also speak to the cast and the producer and the director as well after this. So once again, I just want to thank everyone for attending today, for coming today to this preview, and again, want to thank every single person who's been involved in the show right from the start. There's a lot of people that have really contributed to this. Foodpanda, the team at Yuzul Makan, the stars of the show who are not in the room, you'll see them later, the producer, the director, the whole Iqiyi team, our agencies have all been involved. We're really excited for this show, and I'm so glad that we're finally here. This has been, almost 12 months in the making. Personally, this was the first project that you started working on, and I'm so glad to be able to see through it to this day. So hope everybody enjoys the show as much as we did. Thank you so much for coming, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilesh, and thank you so much for making us so excited to see how the outcome of the entire 12 months of producing this amazing show. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, so as mentioned before, Foodpanda is known to all Malaysians, yeah? And of course, we brought here today, ladies and gentlemen, the marketing director of Foodpanda, Bernard Chong, to say a few words for all of our guests here today.
Hi everyone. So good afternoon, and it's really a pleasure to be here to be able to speak to everyone here and also to celebrate, right, this collaboration together with Iqiyi. So for Foodpanda, I think, like what you mentioned, it is somewhat of a household name, right? So for today, since the pandemic, we really had our riders to thank to be able to provide food and convenience to all of us. So when 1 year ago, when the UM team actually came to us and said that, you know what, we have this really interesting partnership idea with Iqiyi, where we can actually have integrated sponsorships or brand positioning in local content production. That was really something that we immediately said that, show us the script, let's see whether this is something that we want to do. And when we started looking at the script, we really thought that, you know what, this is going to be this will really resonate to the target audience of Iqiyi, which are also very similar demographics of our Foodpanda users. So with that in mind, we really thought, okay, let's go ahead with this. And fast forward a year, we, myself included, is really excited to be able to see what we have achieved together. So first of all, I also want to be able to thank our riders, Foodpanda riders, because as you can see over here, we're actually highlighting one of them. And the brand of Foodpanda wouldn't be what we are today without our relentless riders that are helping us to deliver convenience and joy. So for today, later on in the premiere, we're actually inviting about 30 of our riders to the premiere itself to be able to watch the launch of this series. So without further ado, thank you so much for being here. We are very excited for this partnership and looking forward to more to come in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Bernard, for sharing. We wanted to have like a short Q&A with Dinesh as well as Bernard, but I think you guys both have answered all that we need to know regarding the collaboration, regarding the show, and regarding the the first time having from script to screen here today. Thank you so much for sharing. And you know what? Since we only have 5 minutes, I think this is the best time for us to just start with the preview itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have before that, just to let you all know that this is going to be a nearly about 1